Welcome back, everyone. This is number 21, day 21 of the 40-day Lent, and I'm Dr. Johnny with Chiropractic First of Rockford, and today's topic is going to be about temptation. Now, if you're like me in the last 3 weeks, and if you have given up certain things during this period of Lent, whether it's been screen time or extra sugars and sweets or giving up alcohol or smoking or something that makes you challenge and suffer a little bit so that you can get a better outcome. And if you followed along through these other videos, I could only imagine the last 3 weeks haven't been entirely easy. In fact, life isn't meant to be easy. Life is meant to be challenging. And I love this saying, but it's like choose your hard, right? It's hard to be sick and diseased, and it's hard to feel like you're overweight or that you're not living the life that you want, but it's also hard to be healthy. And it's a constant quest to be one's best self because you want to have that longevity. When I was interviewing Wayne just last week, who's turning 92 this week, it's like he's had some hard times in his life, but he continues to come in. And he even said, Dr. Johnny, it's not always easy to come in to get adjusted, but it's just something that I do now. And so when we talk about temptation, temptation is always going to be there. And it's not a sin to have temptation, but it is a sin to give into that temptation. And so let's say the last 3 weeks, you gave up sugary sweets. And over the weekend, you were at a birthday party and they were serving cake and you just couldn't help yourself and you were tempted and you gave in and you had a big piece of chocolate cake. Now, what do? Do you feel like, oh man, I lost my last 40 days. So I lost the last 3 weeks. I'm just gonna eat cake now and eat sweets. No, you don't do that. And this is actually when I was at church on Sunday with my family, this was one of the topics. But if you have temptation and you gave in, well, here's some things to focus on. Number one, and it might be hard to see, but you gotta own it. You gotta own it. You gotta say, you know what? Shoot, I messed up. I had that piece of cake. I just couldn't feel the willpower to push through it. But I own it and I'm going to accept it. But then you got to move on from it. And how do we move on from it? You could grieve in the moment. Grieving in that moment isn't necessarily a bad thing. And I'm not saying you're going to grieve for the rest of the day or the rest of the week and feel like, oh, I can't get over this thing. Oh, there's always a monkey on my back and I can't get over this temptation. You grieve it and say, man, I'm just not strong enough in that moment, but you know what? I'm going to be better and I'm going to push past. And then eventually, how do you do that? You change it. As you change it, so shall you become your changes. This is why I love this place, because when you come into the health center, it changes your entire perspective. It's not just in changing your spine and taking pressure off the nerves and allowing your body to heal and function better. It's changing every aspect. The music, the things you see, the people you're interacting with. When you are walking out of this health center, you are a changed man or you are a changed woman. And the goal then is to take those changes and go out to the real world, go out into that battlefield and feel like you know how to overcome temptation and overcome disease and overcome the pharmaceutical commercials and continue to live your life to its best self. So we are halfway through this period of Lent, and I hope at the other side of this, you've realized how much stronger you are and how much more willpower you have, but also just how much more blessed you are that you've done this journey. So continue with me. Leave comments below. Like these videos. Share them. Tell people that they need a better resource, and this is the solution because you are paying it forward to help them in that sense. I look forward to all of you sharing your stories and testimonies with you, but continuing to choose your heart. Choose to be healthy. Choose to be strong. Choose to be blessed. Everyone have a blessed day, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video.